everybody. I'm here today at South Fork Tack, one of our proud Chamber of Commerce members, and we are starting a new series at the Chamber of Commerce. We paired up with Independent Herald to spotlight our chamber members. It's something we've been doing, but we're doing it a different way now. So today, our first interview is with Virginia Bruce, again, owner of South Fork Tack, and she just added a fun element to the shop, and it's called the Hoot and Holler. But today, we're going to talk to Virginia about what all goes on here at the South Fork Tack. So Virginia, thank you for doing this interview with the Chamber of Commerce.
Thank you for the opportunity.
So you started the South Fork Tack. How long have you been in business?
Okay, I didn't start the tack shop. I bought it. It was already an existing business, but I bought it, May was 5 years ago.
5 years.
So just a little over 5 years ago.
And I know that time that when you bought it, one of the first things you did, you came to the chamber and became a member, so you've been part of our networking team. But I know that you worked out of town and you were driving back and forth. So what gave you the desire to go into the tack business?
Well, I didn't necessarily have a desire to go into the tack business. I had a desire to own my own business because I was tired of driving out of town, and I would actually drive on the interstate and I would think, oh, how did I become a slave to the man? And so I actually lost my job. And so the opportunity to buy the tack shop came along, and I was determined and am still determined to never have to work for anybody else again.
Wow.
Yeah.
So when you took over the tack shop, was it just primarily the tack and the things like that? Tell us, what are some of the things that you've added to the shop?
What have I added? I've added more apparel, beer sales, home decor, the barn, of course, with event rentals. Actually, I also have a water business. I've added that to it. A lot more diversification.
I know that the chamber is, as far as your water business goes, we have the 3 water coolers on the floors, and you bring the water each month or however much we order. So that's been really nice. But tell me, so I know South Fork Tack is more of like a community gathering.
Yes.
And is that kind of the atmosphere that you love about the rural part of it?
Yes, I love it very much. I love that the guys come in after work and they get a snack. Or they just come in and, like today, this is Monday, so later on after 4:30, some of the guys will stop in and they'll tell me about what they did this weekend. Whether it was with their kids, or they went fishing, or they went horseback riding, or whatever. I love that community aspect of it. This is the hangout joint.
Right.
Yeah.
And because of that, you're pretty diverse in how your hours are. Tell us about your shop hours.
Okay, so I am actually closed in the middle of the week and open all weekend. So I'm open Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and closed Tuesday and Wednesday.
And how late do you stay open in the evening?
At least 6.
Right.
And it depends. If I have customers here, I'll stay till 8. I'm here to make money. If they want to come in, I'll stay as late as they want to shop.
Well, that's one of the great things about being in a rural community and having local business owners is they are willing to adapt to that customer and take care of them.
Right.
And I'm sure that you found in your 5 years, you've probably ordered items and sold things that maybe weren't in your box of things you want to do, but those customers ask you for certain things, and you try to accommodate.
Yes.
Now, you've just added the barn, the Hoot and Holler. Tell us about that and what was dream there.
Okay, so when I had bought the tack shop originally, I just bought the business. I did not buy the building. So last year in February, pre-COVID, when it seemed like a good idea, I bought the building. About 6 weeks into that, I was thinking, what was I thinking? So there was actually somebody that rented the barn, and there were horses back here. He was actively training horses back here. And I just felt like this could be something more, that it could be more of a moneymaker, in all honesty. So I'd asked him to move out, and it's actually not went as quickly as I would like, and part of that's because of COVID. But we've worked cleaning the barn up, we've taken the stalls out, we've worked on the floor and added gravel. I want this to be a community space. I want people to get married here and have birthday parties and grow their families.
So, and I noticed that you all already had a Bluegrass Jam session.
Yes. The first Tuesday of every month we have a Bluegrass Jam. I typically get a food truck so folks can come and get dinner. and they can sit back here and listen to music. We had a great time this month. We actually had 15 musicians show up to play and about 30 that came to watch, which was surprising to me because it was very hot the other night. So, and then this fall we'll have an even better crowd as it cools off.
But it isn't, even as we sit in here at the barn, there's a nice breeze.
Yes, there's a
through
wonderful
here. So
breeze.
It's not a bad, I mean, at all. As long as there's a little bit of a breeze, it's nice to be in here.
Yeah.
Okay, so, and you talked about having birthday parties and such, and so you rent this. Let's tell us how you rent the barn. By the hour, by the weekend, how do you do it?
I rent it by the hour for birthday parties. I will rent it for a whole weekend for weddings. I've had a couple people inquire, they've just wanted it for one day for a wedding. I am very flexible. If you want it for a Friday and Saturday wedding, I'll work with you. If you want it Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'll work with you. A couple weeks ago, I had a friend that had an employee appreciation picnic in the morning, and we had a baby shower in the evening. So depending on how many hours you want to use it, I'll work with you.
And do you decorate, or that's
absolutely not? That is all on you. Okay. But I do have a bunch of wedding decorations. I don't have much for birthday parties yet, but I have a bunch of stuff for wedding decorations. So if you rent the barn for a wedding, that is included in the price. And I am collecting stuff. I'm getting more and more stuff as I can, but people don't have to go and rent and buy stuff for a wedding. I have plenty here, unless the colors I have just don't suit you. I had somebody here over the weekend, and I think she changed her colors while she was here so she could use what I had, and that's perfectly fine. So, but I'll get more and more stuff collected.
So back to the tack shop side. I know that all kinds of visitors come in. I know at the visitor center the other day, we just sent a set of visitors to the tack shop. We didn't know how to answer their question. And honestly, I just said, I don't know, but I'm going to send you to Virginia. She'll figure it out. And I know that you get all types of questions, but you're seeing a lot of newcomers to Scott County, aren't you?
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it is, I joke, every year there's a different state that people predominantly move here from. So this year's Illinois. Last year was New York. I mean, we always get a lot of people from many different states, but it always seems like every year one state stands out more than the others.
Yeah.
So
that's kind of true. Like last year, I know we saw a lot from New York that were coming in the visitor center, but most of the time they've already met you or they're coming to the tack.
Right.
Now, one thing that would be crazy not to mention is the mascots here at the tack shop that are probably more famous than you.
Yes.
Tell us about, and we'll have Ben get some photos of your employees here.
Yeah, so I have 3 wiener dogs. I refer to them as the boys. If I say the boys are coming to work, that's the wiener dogs. They're all boys. And everybody loves the wiener dogs. They should probably have their own Facebook page, in all honesty, but I don't need one more thing to take care of. So,
Now, tell us where you're located at for anybody that may not know.
So the actual address is 1488 West 3rd Avenue, but we all know it as Coopertown. So I'm about, I guess, a quarter of a mile on the left past Birchfield School, on the way to the park. So I get lots of park visitors in here. So yeah, that's where I'm at.
Okay, so if you were going to talk to someone about starting a small business in Scott County, give me 2 pieces of advice that you would tell them.
I would say think long and hard about it. And the reason I say that is people think, oh my gosh, I'm going to own my own business and I'm going to set my own hours and blah, blah, blah. And what you don't realize is when you lock the doors and go home, a lot of times you're going to do work in the evening. And people think, oh, I have more time to myself. No, you don't. Not if you're going to do it and put your heart into it. It's going to take more than, I do a lot of work behind the scenes that people don't even see. So I think you need to think about that, and also think about what you want to do. Is what you want to do going to be successful? Is there, I don't want to say a need, but is it something that's going to work in our community?
Right.
I thought of something else while I was saying that and I forgot what it was.
Well, if you think
it'll come back to me.
One thing I do want to mention is I know there is a lot of different opportunities. You work with other business owners in the county. When I was walking through the tack shop earlier, I noticed different things from different businesses or individuals. Tell us a little bit about that.
So I do consignment. So I actually have a space back here that I rent to two of the ladies here in town, and they have home decor in here. One does kind of used stuff, painted furniture and stuff. The other one, she has new home decor. Both of those are people that don't want to have a business of their own. They don't want to have a storefront and pay rent and utilities and stuff, but they've got things out here for sale. And I actually had two people contact me over the weekend, one from Fentress County and somebody here in Oneida, that would like to put their products out here this fall. So things will pick up around Labor Day. So I told them, you know, have a plan to have stuff in here before Labor Day.
That's awesome. Okay, closing up. Can you give us any secrets about the future plans for the barn and the Hoot and Holler? I know you're always thinking about how you can grow. Do you have anything in mind?
Those are top secret.
Top secret, guys. So you're going to have to come in and visit with Virginia and be a part of the team.
That doesn't mean I'm going to tell my secrets.
But you can try to get the information from her. Guys, this is one of the coolest shops in town. And just like true what you're going to find with most small businesses, she has really tried to expand the services to fit our community. And Virginia is one of our favorites because she's so outgoing and she's so fun. She is definitely somebody we love sending our visitors to because they always come back laughing and tell us they heard the craziest story at South Fork Tack. So, Virginia, I think Ben's going to go around and get some great pictures of your shop and everything.
That'd be awesome.
But thank you so much for sitting down with us, and thank you for being a chamber member.
Thank you.
And a director, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, okay.